Khan Academy, divide decimals, and we're working on the subtopic, divide decimals by whole numbers. 8.4 divided by 7. So here we can write it out just like we've been doing. So 7 is going to go on my outside and 8.4. So they've already put that decimal in for us this time. So last time they didn't, but the decimal's already in there for us. So 7 fits into 8 one time. Don't forget to move that decimal point up, and usually I do it before I even start the problem. 1 times 7 is 7. Subtract, and I get 1, and then bring down the 4. And in this part, just ignore the decimal underneath. Okay, you don't have to do anything down here with it. So then 7 fits into 14 2 times. 2 times 7 is 14. And I get a remainder of 0, and there's nothing left to bring down, so I know I'm done. So my answer is 1.2. So in this case, they're showing you a different way to think about dividing decimals by whole numbers. And what they're saying is that if looking at this and doing 88.8 divided by 4 in the way that we just did the last problem. So if looking at this and saying 4 fits into 8.8, if you look at that and you say, I have no idea how to solve that. So let's say you're on a quiz, or you forgot how to do it and you couldn't ask for reminders from somebody. Here's another way that you might be able to do it. You can think about 8.8 as 88 tenths. So then if you do 88 tenths divided by 4, so if you just do 4 fits into 88, 4 fits into 8 2 times. 2 times 4 is 8. Subtract and get 0, and then bring down your 8. 4 fits into 8 2 times. 2 times 4 is 8, and I get 0, so I know I'm done, and there's nothing else to bring down. So 88 tenths divided by 4 would be 22 tenths. So now if you take that and you go back and say, okay, now to write my answer out, it's going to be 2.2, which is the same as 22 tenths. Now this part might be a little bit confusing. If it makes sense to you, that's a great strategy to use. If it doesn't make sense to you, as long as you know how to do this method right here, then you're golden and good to go. 11.7 divided by 9, so we're going to go back to what I call the standard method. So 9 fits into 11.7. And again, I'm just going to bring my decimals straight up. 9 fits into 1, 0 times. 0 times 9 is 0. Subtract, and I get 1, and bring down my other 1. 9 fits into 11, 1 time. 1 times 9 is 9. Subtract, and I get 2. And then bring down my 7. Don't even worry about that decimal. 9 fits into 27 3 times. 3 times 9 is 27. And I get an answer of 0, and there's nothing left to bring down, so I know I'm done. 1.3. So in this one, we're going to take our 3 decimal 64 and change it into hundredths. So 3 decimal 64 would be 364 hundredths. And now I can think of that problem as 7 fits into 364. So 7 fits into 3, 0 times. 0 times 7 is 0. 3 take away 0 is 3. Bring down my 6. 7 fits into 36 5 times. 5 times 7 is 35. Subtract, and I get 1, and then bring down my 4. 7 fits into 14 2 times. 2 times 7 is 14. And when I subtract, I get 0, and there's nothing else to bring down, so I know I'm done. So in this case, my answer would be 52 hundredths. So for this one now, I need to change 52 hundredths into the decimal form. So to make it 52 hundredths, I would write it out as decimal 52, 52 hundredths.